Congratulations on the film, Kevin. I just wondered what your initial reaction to the screenplay was when you read it for the first time, and why you felt that this was an important story to tell.
I thought it was strong. I didn't see my place in it at first. The character was broken up into 3 different characters, I found out. Didn't know that at first, and kind of commented on it. How come it seems broken? How come it seems like we're talking about 2 or 3 different people, the way the words were coming out of his mouth? And then it was explained to me that in fact, it was, not by design, but they hadn't got the rights to that particular character. And as he was writing it, it didn't really focus down on it. And he was taking bits from each one of them, and it really kind of read that way. So I congratulated them on the film, and on the screenplay, actually, but said, I didn't see a place for myself. And he said, well, look, I'd love to work on this. And I knew that would mean me, too. And the movie was already going, and I thought, well, it's easy to say you're willing to work on it, but will you, when you're directing 12 hours a day, and then get on the phone with me at night? But he did. Ted Melfi was very true to his word.
And how does Al fit into what NASA is trying to do at this time? He also seems like a great team leader, a bit of a sports coach kind of vibe about him in some ways.
Well, I think that's what happens, and you have to be a scientist and engineer first and foremost, or you can't lead them, because they talk in a very specific language. And a lot of scientists and engineers don't have that, what you naturally have. They're so brilliant in what they do, but they don't really naturally bring maybe a managerial thing. And so those guys are few and far between. And Al Harris, somebody that was tasked to head up NASA, get him to a certain point, he had that extra skill set. And you can define it as a coach, you can define it as anything, but trying to get so many people to work together on something when they're kind of usually the very best wherever they were working before they were brought into NASA, and try to serve a single purpose, and to try to identify when human nature raises its ugly head, which is insecurity, jealousy, laziness, focus. And those probably were the least fun for him, because, really at the end of the day, you're hoping people just do their job.
And what are your own memories of the space race? Was it something that captured your imagination as a child?
It didn't capture my imagination. I was absolutely aware of it. I'm kind of a kid that, maybe a little anal, if you will. It's like, why are we going to the moon? What's up there? I didn't get it. Why don't we go somewhere cooler? The moon doesn't even look like you could grow anything. You don't look like you could have any fun there. I was very limited in my kind of view of what space would mean to me.
We're looking forward to Molly's Game. Can you tell us a little bit about that at the moment, and working with Aaron Sorkin?
Yeah, no, it's time that he direct. There's a smaller part in that movie, and he tapped me to do it, and I read it, and it was just beautiful. I mean, it's a very sharp, acidic screenplay.
Kevin Costner, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey